back for another exciting Tuesday. I'm Fred, and this is Roselle, and welcome out there to Dirty Truth Radio. And we thank you guys for tuning in. And I should come closer to you, right?
Yeah.
You smell, so I was trying to get
Yeah,
out.
whatever.
You're not wearing perfume or deodorant, so it's I was trying to be incognito and not be a disrespectful man, but I'll just tell you and let everyone else know.
Because I didn't wear perfume today. I'm smelly.
Oh, you didn't wear perfume?
I did.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh.
But
So
it
what's
was
that
this
smell?
morning. I went to, shut up.
So what'd you do today?
I practice. Practice landing.
Working on your...
Yeah. 12 landings today. It was kind of hard to one.
Landing what?
The plane.
They don't know that.
Okay.
I mean, we had the conversation, obviously, before we came on.
I keep practicing my landing because I do not like my landing.
It's bumpy?
Yes, it's bumpy. The thing is that I can land the plane pretty darn well when there's no gust wind, but when it's windy, so I made sure that I went in the afternoon when there's a lot of turbulence, which is that heat coming up and making your plane.
Yeah.
So it was bad.
Okay, so I'm glad
Almost
you made it
stole.
out all right. So the more and more you land and the more and more you tell your stories, the more you can entice some people to get on the plane with you.
I told you I have a total of 67 landings.
How much gas does that take, 67 landings?
I have no idea. It wasn't 10 gallons today, left and right.
Okay.
So it was 20, I think.
Okay, so what's our topic? People are in. What's our topic today?
No, we have a question.
But they don't want to know the topic. We'll let them know what's going on, what we doing
Really?
today.
Okay, we're going to go for give love everything.
Give love everything.
You know, sometimes it's easy to say that, but it's really hard to do. And me personally, I want to know why sometimes I hold back. But lately, now that, I'm in age, like since 30-something, I started to actually give more and more. And I think it has something to do with that what you invest, it actually comes back in a positive way. So if you invest negative,
Okay, stop there, because you're getting into what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Answer the question, because the girls that sent you want to know, because they're probably going to tune out as soon as they hear the answer to their questions.
Okay. So do you want to go to the questions?
No, I don't want to go to the questions.
Really, it was a good question too.
I want to go to the questions. That's why I'm telling you, go to the questions. God, dog.
Okay.
You want me speaking what?
Okay,
Chinese?
shut up. My boyfriend still follows and comment to his ex-girlfriend Instagram and Facebook. What is the best way to tell him that this is not okay with me?
It's only one way to tell him it's not okay with me.
Which is, is not okay with me.
Yes,
but the thing is like we do, I know where she's coming from, and I think she didn't explain it.
From experience?
Not from experience. I think that usually women, we overanalyze things. What we're going to say, how we're going to say it without sounding like we are nagger or too demanding. You're not being too demanding if it is not okay with you. So what do you think is the best way to say it without sounding like you're guarding or fencing up your man?
I would suggest, for the betterment of our relationship, start with that clause and come from that angle, as opposed to saying, I think that you need to stop because I'm a jealous girlfriend. You can't come from that vantage point. You have to come for the improvement of our relationship. So you would suggest, it's very simple.
Is it okay, though?
Is it okay?
For a man to follow an ex-girlfriend on Instagram and Facebook and still leaving comments that you look pretty? Selfie. You know what selfie is?
No, selfie.
Taking picture of yourself. A lot of women doing that. And now the pose is like, like from the behind like this.
Stand up and show them.
Shut up. Okay, I'm going to do that. And then they were like, they're like that a lot.
And he comments on it and says,
yeah, you look nice, you look nice today, kind of like that, For some reason, now all the angles, like from behind, they look back.
No, it's not okay. No, absolutely not. I would suggest that you just need to just tell him that it's wrong, because he knows it's wrong. He just want affirmation from you. That, hey, this is some BS. We're not we're not a complete relationship because you are distracted to some degree. And because you are distracted, I cannot give my all. And I want to give my all to you. But however, every now and again on Facebook, you get sidetracked by some other woman, which is your ex. And every woman feels jealous or insecure when the ex is involved. No woman is immune to that disease. Every woman, when a man encounters his ex, begins to get small. You know, where does he still love him? Is he still interested? And the answer to that is true. You're always going to have some type of affection for your ex. That's not something that should deter you. But what should deter you is if he's being progressive with that, as opposed to saying, nope, this is it. I'm a man. I've moved on to a new relationship, and we're going to be fruitful and multiply in this relationship that I have with you. That is my past, and that's it.
The thing is, like, I remember when you said, I really, really like this, when you said prevention is better than the cure.
Oh, prevention is always better than the cure.
Okay, so really for the boyfriend, prevention, just applied it. Prevention is better than the cure. If he wants to make this relationship in a progressive way, then therefore he needs to prevent that from happening, and therefore he just needs to quit that Facebook. You know,
you don't have to quit Facebook. He just has to quit interactions with her.
Yeah, interactions. You don't even have to unfriend. Just
he can unfriend her. Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of like the second question: is it okay to maintain a friendship with your ex-boyfriend after a breakup?
Why you say ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend?
Ex-boyfriend.
So obviously a girl asked that question.
Yeah. Or even a girlfriend, you know, is it okay?
I mean, a friendship, it depends on how you define friendship. Because I'm always under the premise that you leave relationships how they began. You know, you don't want to leave the relationship under turmoil because that's a bridge you're going to have to cross again because we live in this thing called life. Life is very pragmatic, and in order for you to be pragmatic, you have to be reasonable. So understanding that you have moved on, but you also want to keep that bridge without fragments. Well, you guys separate, so they are fragments, but you want to lessen the fragments. So you want to sustain some type of kinship, but I wouldn't call it a friendship because a friendship requires much interaction. You get what I'm saying? And you don't, like, as I mentioned before, you don't want to have your significant other feeling insecure or jealous. Go.
Yeah, I think when the friendship says, oh, you guys are still hanging out, I think that is not okay.
Exes can never just hang out.
I know, because how can you move forward? How can you open other doors to a better relationship? There's a reason why they broke up. And the really is like, I think this is the problem with a lot of girls. They don't want to come off as a bitch, and they try to become this cool girl, and they still want. That's okay. You can still acknowledge him, say hi and hello, but to hang out, you know, that's
it's just no way possible. I mean, and I'm dealing on a macro level. There are some incidences where quite possibly this could happen, but on a larger scale, exes cannot just be friends. You know, what's on your mind when you see your ex? You want to go to a baseball game, or you're really inquiring about how available are you for us to have sex? I would say it's more on the lines of us wanting to go have sex. See if we can still rekindle that.
Yeah, usually it's like the ask question, so how are you? Are you dating anyone? Usually it's like that. That's the tone of the conversation. And why would you care if he's dating anyone? Meaning you still want to sleep with him.
How are you with your exes?
With my ex-husband.
The ex-husband? Excuse me.
Yeah, we're still good.
Husband.
Well, because we have kids. Well, that's the exception to the rules. We're still okay. We're not really like best friend, but we're civil. But with my ex-boyfriend, no, we're not in a talking. I tried, to be a big girl just to say hi, but no, he's not okay with it. It's not. He hung up the phone.
Oh, really?
He did. Okay. I should tell you about that. It's kind of like, hey, what's up? And it was like, no, not cool, bam.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys are not communicating.
No,
Did you break up with him?
Yeah, I did.
And that's another.
I broke up in a text. Well, no, it's not selfish.
No, that
it's
is
not
selfish.
It's not selfish.
Breaking up over a text is selfish because you're not respecting the guy.
I tried so many times to try to reach out to him, and he is not reaching out to me. And
that's pathetic.
Right? So for me, I learned it from my grandparents to just walk away like a lady, to exit the situation like a lady. And I did, and that's the best I can do. I checked on him after a month or two, and he was not okay. I guess it still hurt.
And people were asking, so what about Fred? What about your exes? I don't have exes. Like,
See?
my exes are like.
That's
callous.
I
was like, yeah, no, I was.
The girl is probably wondering, Fred's haven't
That
called
was so
me
long ago.
for
though.
like couple of months.
That
Like,
was so long. It was like years ago. I haven't been single in God knows how long. So, I mean, but when I remember when I was much younger, it was really random because I always give the impression that I'm the nice guy that has swag. You get what I'm saying? So so women are receptive to my advances because I don't come from an aggressive. I come from an aggressive standpoint, but it's very a woman can embrace it much easier. You get what I'm saying? So I'm a talkative person, so I was able to, my words able to massage her frontal lobe.
I cannot just picture you trying to break up with someone. I think you're the person that will just disappear, like poof. Fred's gone.
I would. And in my book, I tell people, women just disappear. Men just disappear.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid. That's why I ended up texting him. Did I regret it? Yes, of course, I regretted doing that. But under the circumstances, that was the best way for me to keep my integrity intact.
So he had control of you, and your girlfriends are telling you he had control of you. Is
what?
that what it was? You said you wanted to escape, like he had you under control.
Yeah. I just needed to end it because so I can date someone else.
So so there was someone else in line before you actually broke up with him.
No, I just met someone, and it was not okay for me to start talking with this guy if I knew there's still going on with this other person, even though I know it's gonna be the end of it anyway.
So there was someone in line. The point I was making
There's always someone in line. Man, there's always someone waiting in line. So when you drop your dime, someone's going to pick up that dime.
Yeah, that's that famous Joe song that I like.
I know. I like that song.
I introduced you to that song. Yeah. Anyway, tell people where they can, because we always say our Instagrams and all that before. So tell it now. Where can they add us and like us?
Oh, no. Actually, they can go to Rant Radio Network. They can go to shows, Dirty Truth. And all of our links are there and all of our previous shows. So Instagram, Facebook,
So now
Twitter.
they can, what's it called, podcast?
Podcast.
We'll come back. So we'll tell you more about the podcast. We have a guest coming in, and we're going to dig deeper into Roselle and why she's dumping men over text. We'll be back in 2 minutes, guys. All right, give us some time.
Building a custom home or business is a huge deal. For some, it's the largest project they'll take on in a lifetime. Choosing your team may be the most important part of ensuring a successful building project. Starting a project by working closely with Core Design will create what's just right for your lifestyle and your property. But selecting the right builder is perhaps the most important part of creating the team. At Core Design's customer service, quality craftsmanship, and integrity are the keys to our company philosophy. Your custom construction dreams are just a phone call away. Core Design at 213-453-1609. Once again, that number is 213-453-1609.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars, cake decorating, and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos Español.
You almost had the second segment without Fred Hawthorne. Roselle was like, we're starting. Acting like a woman. But anyways, we're getting back. We have a special guest in. We have a Miss Amanda Morgan, and she's going to tell us everything about how to give, love, everything. So we're going to bring in Amanda Morgan on the split screen. And first, a shout out my mom. And my cousin Tina are actually watching. I think Tina's the first show watching, and she's like, I want to see the show. So
hi, Mom.
Hey, Tina. Hi, Mom. And we'll move forward. So we were talking about. Don't get closer to me. You didn't.
No, because
you're
I'm
not
not on the screen.
You're not wearing deodorant.
Shut up.
Oh, no.
That is so rude.
Anyway,
right?
so we getting into the topic. The topic is give love. Did we finish our questions?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, we finished our questions, and we're going to talk about give love everything. And the reason why
By the way, I received a few texts like saying that I'm not gonna listen to your show today because I do not want to hear about love.
Really?
Giving everything. There's a lot of people that are really
hurt.
saying that to give love is actually in a way of mirroring a person. They will only give if they're receiving it.
Right.
A lot of people are questioning it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Especially out here in California, it's totally different.
She's
it?
from the South.
She's
Yes.
a Southern belle. Where you from, Amanda?
I am from South Carolina.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I am. So being from the South and being out here, love is not cherished like it is. You know, and people have the wrong definition of what love means. And so that's the difference out here. And that's why, you know, people will say, I don't want to listen to it because they're thinking that being the love is I'm going to take advantage of you just by showing love. And it's so absolutely not true because you get so much further by just loving someone, even if they make you mad or whatever, just love them. Like seriously, it's just that easy. But you know, it takes a lot of people to teach someone that.
When you said differences, what are the common difference that, you know, you've noticed?
Well, there's no hospitality out here. That's number one. In the South, you have hospitality. Like, baby, can I feed you? Do you need some food? You know, hey. And, you know, everybody's helping everyone. It's like, hi, how are you? Every time you go somewhere. Out here, it's not like, what are you doing speaking to me? Or whatever the case may be. And so many women and men have been hurt and they thinking there's love. But if you actually get to know that person first, as opposed to the love making in bed first, then you'll know that that person actually loves you. You know, and that's the difference out here. Out here, we are usually married in the South. There is no dating for 4 or 5 years. You know who you want. You got your wife. You got your husband. You know, because everybody knows everybody. It's not the same out here.
Yeah.
I would agree. I agree with that premise. But since we're in California, where and we're not from South Carolina, and this is a fast-paced city, and
Yes.
love is an essential characteristic that is an essential thing that we must possess in life, right? We all agree that love is something that we must possess.
Correct.
Right? Now, but in order to, I believe, and I'm coming from my experience, in order to fully understand love, you don't have to have, but there are some trials and tribulations that you must go through. Like there's a quote that comes to my mind. Your mess inspires your message. You know what I mean? So what I mean by that is you have to go through them teeny bopper relationships and them selfish relationships that you have, them sexual relationships you have, those friendship relationships that you have. And when you come out of those, what people don't realize is that after the pain have subsided, the oceans have subsided, and the oceans are more calm, you must view it from an introspective vantage point. So you must see yourself from 50,000 feet and looking down on that relationship. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong that offset her? And if you're a woman, what did I do wrong that offset him? And when you get those answers, and you have to, because wisdom is the application of knowledge, right? So when you're wise, someone's texting you in the middle of my monologue?
No, not mine. Not my phone.
They do not text.
Okay.
It's on automatic vibrate.
Well, But tell them Fred is giving a monologue right now. Y'all need to goddamn listen. No, anyway. But anyways, when you come out of those relationships, it's very important that you be introspective and see where your faults were. You know, because you can't go through a relationship and not have faults. But you can go through relationships and not correct them. See, you can have the faults, but what will a great man do? Application of, if you want to apply wisdom to a relationship, is to interject knowledge and imply that you are becoming a better person, which will allow you to pursue a better person for you at that moment.
That's long. I have a shorter version.
Give me a shorter version. No, I'm too tall. Go ahead. Shoot. Give me a
Okay. You know, everyone, I did put this on Facebook, right? Okay. That love is the highest form of happiness. And everyone is looking for that true love. Everyone's looking to feel that be madly in love, you know? So we go through different relationships. And the thing is I've noticed with some of the people, they don't give their all because they're looking forward for the next relationship. Have you noticed that? You know, it's like, oh, I know this is not okay. It's okay right now, but there still need tweaking.
Right.
I was like that when I was young.
Okay, so young as in what age?
Like, let's say college. You know,
Did you go to college typical years, 18 to 22?
Yeah.
Okay, just so they know.
So it's like, and then early 20s also when getting my my master. So when I was dating, I was kind of like, you know, I was like there, but not fully there.
This is not shorter than my answer. Just want you to know that.
So
give me the short version.
It's not a short version.
No, you said mine was long.
It's getting long because you keep cutting me off.
Go ahead.
See, in a different marriage, this is gonna be a big argument. Take five. Go ahead. Okay, so what happened was, now that I'm in the 30s, after I end a relationship, I always ask myself if I have any regrets, and actually the answer is no, because lately, my past relationship, I did give everything. Yeah, I did give everything. And I keep telling my girlfriends, it's like, I have no regrets. It didn't work. I might look like a fool, but who's going to judge you? You always have to do you. You know, it's kind of like when you give your all, you kind of like question, say, I gave my all, it just didn't work out. So when you go to the next one, you actually heal. Heal better. So the next relationship is actually feels better.
And what's your take on that? Do you have a long version too? Because I gave a long version. She gave a long. How were you in relation? Are you single right now? Married?
I am single.
Damn. What did the last dude do to you?
Oh boy.
Damn. She threw that at me.
Yes,
like, I'm single. Yes, Lord.
That
was
single.
His name? Lord?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay. I'm like, yes.
Not at all.
What was the symptoms of failure in your last relationship?
I think, you know what? It was a good relationship. I think he was more scared. But it was a confusing
was he older?
thing. No, absolutely not. We were about the same age. And, I ended up having a baby by him. He was absolutely happy, pretty much. But then he ends up leaving me pregnant and homeless with my baby and took all my money and married his baby mama, pretty much. So,
last baby mama.
Right. And in our relationship, we was really good because I'm a good woman and he knows that I am. So he really cannot figure out why it went wrong. So I really can't tell you what it was, other than that was a couple of times I couldn't trust him. And I'm very open and talk to you about it, and I never disrespect a man, which, a lot of women and men do that to each other. You could talk to each other and communicate and get your point across without doing that, which is a big part of your communication. And then when you do that and step that line, it's like, wow, you have no more respect for that person. Then it seems like the love goes out the door. Either he or she go left or right, and I'm a firm believer of that. I know that, like, I'm a good woman being, from the South and having both worlds of California and that we have to love our man and show them respect and to submit. That is the number one problem out here is that women don't know how to submit to their man.
Nope, they don't.
Okay.
Let's talk about submitting to a man. I think that sounds fun. No, but on the serious side, that's
really
we have 3 minutes,
hard.
but that's essential.
It's very essential. And I just told you, I'm just starting to learn how to become a woman.
But then if being submissive, you have to throw away the jadedness. Like, how can I have 2 women here.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are obviously attractive women. So how can an attractive woman throw away not be jaded? How? Because you're getting, from you're getting attacked from every end. You're getting attacked on the work. beautiful women can't go nowhere in this civilization,
That
and
is true.
and
That is true.
not be embraced by a man.
Right.
Fat, tall, skinny, dark or brown, it doesn't matter. But
Uh-huh.
how does a woman not become jaded? Because how do you not become jaded? Let's start.
I don't know. For me, it's just the way it is. I just kind of learned how to deal with it. It's a man's world. It is. And the thing is, like, if you actually embrace being a woman, you actually have a power,
You,
the upper
you
hand.
have the power.
You have the power.
Basically, we women, we have the
power.
power. If you know how to be a woman,
Woman.
and understand who you are, then you there's no need to be jaded.
Uh-huh.
Like, I get a lot of attention all the time. It's like, no, thank you. Have a good day. What am I complain about it for? I mean, because, obviously God made me look like this for a reason. So I'm enjoying it. I'll say thank
What's the
you.
reason?
Have a good day. Reason, because I am chosen and he made me look like this.
But I mean, I want to know why. Why do you think God made you so beautiful?
So I can show all other women that you can be
shit.
beautiful regardless.
I don't want to hear that bogus answer.
Well, I'm not saying that it's all perfect. I did went through times that I was jaded. It's just that everyone is just
So
wrong.
let's talk about that
Everyone's
jaded phase. What's a woman's mental approach when she cannot give love everything? What's her approach to men? What's her approach to
Actually,
men?
jaded actually comes side by side with fear. Fear of giving. And they don't know how to be receptive. When I was jaded, every time I get compliments, every time someone give me love, I have doubts.
Oh.
What does he want back? What does he want from me? Because I was just emotionally bankrupt. And, when you give love too much, and we got to that point that we were giving love, and then all of a sudden it just didn't work out like you were hoping and praying for. So if you don't heal right, you become jaded. That's what it is. And you kind of like step back, look, and that's what I did. I stepped back and I just found myself. Not actually found myself. I think I created a new
Recreated.
Roselle.
We talked about that last week.
Recreated, rebranded Roselle.
Rebranded Roselle, RC.
Yep. I
Madam.
rebranded Roselle, and I came out really a better, stronger woman.
Oh, yeah, so when we get back, we're going to talk about the getting out of the jaded process and refinding love. You've had a tough breakup. I would say a tough breakup.
Oh, very.
You had a tough breakup. I haven't had a tough breakup yet, but we're gonna, I don't know if he'll come, but I hope not. But what I'm saying, so we'll come back and talk about how does a woman get out of the jaded process. We got Amanda Morgan and Roselle and Fred, and we're coming back in 2 minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Nurses Life Express provides unique apparel for all the hardworking nurses that wear many hats. It is apparel that expresses nurses' amazing, humorous, and caring personalities. After all, nurses are as influential as their united goal to help others. Nursing's not easy, but somebody's got to do it. For more information, please call 562-270-4312 or visit their website at www.nurselife.com. www.nurselyfe.com. Nurseslife.com, where nurses' lives are expressed.
3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch.
Make your team look like pros with custom lineup cards. Whether you are a travel team, rec team, all-star team, or just some old guys playing slow pitch, we can make your team look a little better with some custom lineup cards. For the umpire, for the opponent, for the scorekeeper, for the dugout, no matter where your lineup card goes, you will look like a big league team with your team logo and name on top of your personalized lineup card. Just visit CustomLineupCards.com. With the best prices in town, you are sure to hit a home run with us. Visit CustomLineupCards.com and go pro.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill. Love at first bite.
Hi, I'm Alex Alanis.
And I'm Alonso Rodriguez.
And we are Real Estate Rant. Every Wednesday morning between 10 and 11 a.m.
Here at the Towers of Rant Radio Network.
No problems, just solutions. Be sure to call in with your real estate problems, rants, questions, or comments, and let us try find you a solution.
Tell us about an experience, good or bad.
And finally, bury the hatchet once and for all.
In the world of real estate, find a fresh perspective. There's a lot more than meets the eye.
Help us to ensure the public trust, one rant at a time.
So we got a bet. We had a bet on break that we're gonna have a twerking contest on the next break. And since you did your pole twerking class,
with Egypt.
With Egypt, yeah, you went out. So we're gonna have a twerking competition, and
like
me
I'm
and engineer will be the judges, and we're gonna play bands to make her dance. I'm off tune, but
he
anyway.
Always complain I don't dance.
So but anyway, so we getting back on top. Fred Hawthorne, Roselle, Amanda Morgan, and we're gonna get on top. And because I think this is important, and that we talk about give love everything from the vantage point that after your heart has been broken and you're emotionally bankrupt. So she's answered right? Emotionally bankrupt. So Amanda, you briefly discussed your last relationship. After you became emotionally bankrupt, the phrase of the day, what next?
How I pretty much got through it, I stayed in church a lot. And I was always with my pastor, and she became like my mom. So pretty much she talked me through it and, like, encouraged me and stuff like that.
Were you in California then?
I was.
Okay.
And I guess if I didn't have that, it'll probably been hard for me. But I decided that I wanted to live celibate. I didn't want to be in a relationship. I knew what my mistakes is. I give too much too fast. Like I could do the cooking, the cleaning, the running your bath water, blah, blah, blah. All the natural
Why'd you roll your eyes when you said that?
Because it's like I do so much. And I realized I didn't want to be the only one given in a relationship, meaning that I'm the man and the woman. I wanted to be treated like a queen as well. So I don't want him to be treated like a king, and then here I am cooking, cleaning, being the businesswoman, taking care of everything, raising the kids, and you're not doing anything. So your money is your money, but my money is our money. And I didn't want to go through that anymore. And plus, I was really, really hurt because it was like my first time being in love, even though I've been married and I'm a widow. So I actually loved my husband, but falling in love was the first time with him.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Now you just opened up a whole new batch of questions, right? But maybe you have to come back for another show. We'll talk about exes or something like that later.
Right.
But we'll just stay on course here.
Okay.
So, actually, what is the symptoms of actually being in love for a woman? And you can answer this as well.
I don't even know how it feels to be falling in love. Honestly, I love my husband, ex-husband, but to be in love.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. I am really that. A lot of men in my past really told me I'm very detached. Very, very detached.
Has ever used that adjective to describe you, detached?
No, not at all. I never bring into what an old relationship that I've been through because I have so much love. I love people. I love to love because when I come into certain people's lives, they never experience the love that I've given them or could give them. So I don't do that. I just enjoy it. And what it does is make me feel good. I'm a people pleaser. When I see you're happy and you're smiling, I know it sounds too good to be true, but that's how I am. I make sure everybody around me is taken care of and they're loved and giving them that experience. A lot of people don't know what that feels like. In my book, love is like unconditionally.
Well, I never bring past relationship to my new relationship. I just learned actually after my divorce, I actually took a break from dating. I actually rebranded myself, learned myself, and those things, because I got married very young age. Those things.
How old were you when you got married?
Well, I was a mom at the age of 21.
Wow.
And then got married at the age of 24.
And you?
As far as a mom?
Marriage and mom.
Well, I was a mom at 18, and that wasn't my husband. And then I got married it's been 9 years since he's gone. It's like almost a thing that I kind of block out.
Okay.
So I don't pretty much talk about it because I was really upset about it. I was mad.
Okay. Okay.
I think I'm the only one.
You didn't bring no knives in your purse, did you?
No, absolutely not. Okay. Because you know what? He was a good man, and I loved him. And I felt like I was mad if he wasn't being in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, I was mad because I wouldn't have to be dating and going through this crap with the last one I was with. That's how I felt. I was really mad. You know,
that's an interesting perspective.
Not me.
I
was really happy I got out.
I've never heard that. I've never heard that perspective before.
Really?
No, I've never heard that perspective when she said, I would rather just be in a relationship. I'm hurt because I'm not in a relationship with you.
Really?
I loved my husband. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he was the best. And I think it was more so I wanted to have another man like him. I don't know where he at, but hopefully he finds me. But, you know, I was mad, like, because I was his spiritual guide. I guided him where to go and what not to go. And at that point in time, you know, I caught him cheating anyways, and that kind of hurt me, you know.
No, it did hurt, not kind of.
No, it did hurt me, but I understood, like, but I made him take me to her, so meet her, and she didn't have nothing on me. But then I kind of ignored the situation, so I learned not to be mad. And I'm telling everyone out there, no matter how mad you is with someone, your significant other, just listen to what they got to say. Because then that's why I live in regret with that, not getting a chance to hear what he had to say. So that taught me not to be mad with my significant other.
She didn't watch the closure episode.
Which one?
The closure.
Oh, yeah. We
don't
got
give closure.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, you know, I always. But
I don't give closure.
But only give closure when you're in love.
Uh-huh.
That's it. If she's the mother of your child, you have to give closure to the mother of your child. Actually, in realistic terms, there's no closure when you're with the mother of your child. It's always a progressive relationship. It has to be progressive because your child is going to progress. You get what I'm saying? So but outside of that, no, you don't give closure. But I don't want to steer the energy of this because we're getting somewhere in this conversation. So I don't want to go there. But so in that pain, how did you put your neck above murky water and say I can get in a relationship again?
Pretty much because, like I said, I wanted to be in love. I wanted to be in a relationship. I took.
How old were you when you realized you want to be in a relationship?
Since I was 14.
But isn't it you said you want to find someone like him again? Even
right, but that's how I thought at that moment. But everyone's different pretty much. You know, I'm going to find qualities that he had, which is fine. But if I look for everything that he had, then I'll never find that man or it makes another man happy because I'm comparing him to the husband that I had. So I cannot do that. So that's something, because I encourage myself and I talk to like, hey, you know, Amanda, you cannot do that. You know, so even if I had to take a break to get myself together, which I took a break maybe a year to realize like, hey, he's really gone, because it was like, wasn't real. You know, and I had to readjust my whole life, you know, after being married for 6 years.
Yeah, I felt that too. It's some kind of displaced.
Right.
That's how I, you know, displaced. But I was really okay when it ended.
So you guys were refugees of love.
But I think I'm one of the lucky ones that actually have a still not good, like best friend. I told you, not like a good friend, but I can call him right now, have a conversation, we'll be fine. It's just that I become really happy after the divorce. After I rebranded myself and really found that happiness, I want him to be happy too. I want him to have that happiness too. And I always encourage him, and he thinks I'm crazy. And the thing is, like, the more I do that, the more I attract other men, because I just don't have that kind of bad energy because I let it go. You know, it's kind of like I've learned that all the things that I did for from that marriage, I did it in a way that it pleases me. So whatever I did, because it pleases me.
Well, you did it from a viewpoint of pleasing yourself first? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Like, for example, if you're with your man, like, you know, if
So you were selfish in that entire marriage?
No, not selfish. It's in a way, okay, for example, if my boyfriend, I want to cook for him, right? Cook for him because it pleases you to cook for him, not because
so submitting to your man.
Yes,
like,
not because it pleases him, because that's where you're gonna feel like, he's taking advantage of me. But if you get really a pleasing feeling for doing that, you're gonna keep doing it without even any do it in a way with no expectations. And that's the thing. It's actually, that's what it's.
How do you get? Okay, that's a great segue. How do you get to a place in your life when you can give love without expectations, without looking in the mirror, without the other person being your mirror?
When you know who you are.
Yeah.
When you know.
And you are that secure person that you don't need someone else like that. You know, that's what it is for me. That's I do the same thing because I don't expect anything, but I love pleasing a man.
Yep.
You know, if he's happy, I'm happy. That's how it is. But a lot of people don't understand how to do that because they're looking.
How do you
for
get
something.
there though? See, I wanna. Our audience is like, yeah, it sounds good in theory. What are the steps to get there? How do you get to a place? Like literally, tangible steps. Pragmatic steps, physical movements. How do you get to a place where you can say, you know, I'm going to give love, and if love doesn't come back and love me, it's okay?
Well, first of all, you need to heal right from your past relationship. Whatever it takes, you need to heal right. Don't jump to a new relationship without being prepared yourself for that new relationship. You're going to end up hurting yourself more. Second, it's true when they says that you need to be happy within yourself first. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. I love taking care of myself. I found those things that like the flying, everything that I do now, those are the things that I've been wanting to do and not able to do it because I got married early. I got kids early. Priorities, right? But people is still going to hate. Haters will hate anyway. So you kind of like when you're confident within yourself, it just doesn't matter. And then that's when you're going to learn to give. Giving without expecting back. And I become more receptive too.
Did you learn that? And I'm asking you guys a question. Did
Took
you
me a long
learn to
time.
give love back? And did you learn to give love and not give love back because you became a mother?
Well, when you're a mother, you put your kids first.
That's what I'm asking.
Right.
Like, what was that?
Yes, that.
I mean, we're not telling every woman to go out there and have a baby at 18 and or 21.
Yeah, no.
But what I'm saying is, was that a variable in teaching yourself how to give love and not give love back, or you shaking your head no?
Well, no. It just, I mean, that was a natural thing for me to love. Like, I mean, really, that's how I grew up. It's love. Like, everything was really love. Like, to walk in love. Because I'm a PK kid. So we grew up, taught, you know, my father was a pastor.
Preacher's kids. Just
Right.
like
So he taught, you know, teach us how to love each other and love everybody no matter what it was. So it was always instilled in us. So having my kids made me love even more. And yes, I mean, I love kids to death. And it's just something natural with me. Not everybody has that.
Okay, so when we come back, we're going to dig more. We're going to come to some conclusions. We got one more segment. And for those of you who don't know who Amanda Morgan, go Google Amanda Morgan and then put your eyes back in your socket. And then we'll come back. We got Roselle, Fred, and Amanda Morgan in studio. And hi, Mom. We'll be back.
Hi, Mom.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. 3 quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural health care services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation. research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Sports Guru and Bud Knocker from the Sportscast, Wednesdays, 12 to 2 Pacific on Rant Radio Network.
We got everything you need to know about sports. We got all the latest video highlights. We got You Got Knocked the Fuck Out. We got Bonehead of the Week. We're talking sports, drinking beer, and having a good time.
If you missed the show, go to rantradionetwork.com and listen on demand. So check us out every Wednesday, 12 to 2 on Rant Radio Network.
Paperwork.
All right, we're back, and for those of you who don't know who, so we had a twerking contest over break, Roselle and Amanda, but actually I won. I mean, people wouldn't realize, but I'm actually the best twerker in the building, y'all. So anyway, so we're getting back to, that's right, Big Fred won. So people are hitting us on Facebook, getting text messages. How can you love? We're off focus because, and I said,
they said we're off focus.
That answer is coming from a callous heart.
Uh-huh.
When a woman says, "How can you not love a person?"
No, how can you give love everything if that person doesn't give love back?
It's an experience, right? See, and it hurt. It pains me.
It pains me.
It hurts a lot more when a woman says that because a woman's womb is a cradle of civilization. People say it's Africa, but in actuality, the cradle of civilization is a woman's womb. So love began with you. So when a woman says that, how can you not love if you're not giving love back? That's a characteristic flaw in you, because love originates with you. And people say it comes from God, the pipeline through God, but we're not going to get on the not superficial, spiritual van. We're just going to talk about just being human, right? So that's just a callous heart speaking. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, in order to give love everything, we agree that you must be one with self, right? And get to a place in life where you can give love and not expect love back. And that's probably one of the hardest things to do. I mean, I'll be honest, because when I'm about to, I was about to go off.
Everyone got hurt, okay? I don't think I have anyone.
No one goes through life unscathed.
Yeah, right. That's why you need to really heal right, because you cannot punish the next person for what that other person did to you.
That's what people. That's key. That's key. And you spoke about it, about you saying that you kind of drew me off a little bit when you said you loved your husband, but you were actually looking for a man like your husband, but in actuality you were in love with your ex.
No, what I was saying was I loved my husband, but when after he passed. I wanted someone like my husband because he was a good man. And I said, okay, I don't think I'm going to find somebody like that. But when I got with the last guy that really hurt me, he had a lot of similarities of it. And we were real good friends. Key to number one relationship, as long as you can be friends. If you can be friends, and have that communication, things work. But it's all about, sometimes it's like, everything is good when it's at home. But as soon as that man step out, how good is he really? You know what I'm saying? So that's when things started to change.
So
for me.
Okay.
I'm cool.
You cool?
I love spoiling my man. Spoil him.
I second that one.
Yep.
Spoil him?
Spoil him.
Ladies, y'all know how to spoil.
You know why? Because this is what's going to happen. If, God forbid that relationship ends, this is what you're going to say. That man is going to miss me.
Of course.
That man's going to miss me.
That should be that's the goal of a relationship. That man is going to miss me.
That man's going to miss me because I did not hold back. And I enjoy doing it. I really do enjoy spoiling my man. I'm sorry. I can fly my man to Catalina, have lunch, and come back.
Yeah. Why are you jocking yourself right now? This show is not about you.
No, I'm just saying because it pains me to hear my girlfriends saying, well, if, like, for example, should I text him good night? Go ahead and text him.
See, people don't understand. There's
the
roles.
Simple things. It's really simple.
See, now I'm getting really comfortable now. There are roles. I wouldn't say roles, but I wouldn't say guidelines. there are internal workings in us. If we just listen to them and abide by them, your relationship will be fruitful. Because it doesn't matter. Every relationship has a sunset date. I've talked about this before, whether it's death or whether it's divorce.
Right.
Either of those D words, it's going to happen, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, if you can give everything, and people say, I cannot give everything because I left some of it with the other man. Granted, but when you're introspective, you learn from that. And then it's challenging for people to be introspective because there's so many faults. There's so many daggers being thrown at you when you become introspective. Because you say, oh, I screwed up there. God damn it. I dethroned my man when I said I was in charge of this. But a woman's inner workings will allow her to be a woman. But there's a voice that's in every woman, and I know this from just being with a woman for so long.
Only if
right?
that man crosses certain lines.
Yeah. Why'd you give me those Nicki Minaj eyes right there?
Imagine just a simple text is gonna be a girl to girl.
That's not groundbreaking. That's not World War III.
It's like, it's just that I texted him too much. I'm always the one texting him good morning. I'm always the one. No.
There's no such thing as giving a man too much affection.
Right.
We will always say, oh, she's too clingy. But at the end of the day, if you're not clingy, he doesn't feel that he is submerged in you. You know what I'm saying? Because a man does not want to marry himself. And what I mean by that, he doesn't want you strong, callous, because men are callous, because men don't trust other men. We trust 2 or 3 men, and that's it. We don't trust, because we know what single men and some married men will do to your woman. It's just plain and simple fact. But when you are a woman, I'm getting back on this tangent because I want women to fully understand, and this is coming from a man that has dated many women and that has been married. So when you have the ability to love, and there's a voice inside of you that tells you to love your man, 100%. But when you talk to your girlfriend, your divorced girlfriend who's been divorced twice with 3 kids, and she tells you don't do that, and you confide in her, remember, you don't get expertise from a person who's already lost that race.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's true.
Go ahead, continue.
No.
Okay. So when you get there, find someone that has succeeded at that. You know, people don't go to that guy on the corner and say, hey, can you teach me how to become a successful businessman? No, they go online, they Google, they go to Wikipedia and Google Bill Gates. They Wikipedia Oprah Winfrey. They Wikipedia Michael Jordan. They Wikipedia Steve Jobs. You get what I'm saying? So find people that are great at it. And no marriage. I want to be plain and simple, very clear. No marriage goes through unscathed. Exactly. There are going to be major issues in your marriage. Right. But you know what? If there's truth in your resolution, it will survive. You get what I'm saying? So if there is not truth in your resolution once you solve the issue, then it's gonna be the sunset date is coming real soon.
Right, exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, women, listen to that voice. People say how to give love everything. Listen to that voice.
Yep.
Love your man, even if you're not there. Give him the every brick to the railroad every brick to the road that you're walking on, lay another brick. You get what I'm saying? Right. So every time you say you love him and or really, really like him, that's a brick adding to that road. And you guys are walking on a paved road as walking in a plow of dust. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Clear it out.
The worst feeling is actually regret. And believe me, I come to my age now that I regret more.
Someone's asking out there, how old are you?
35.
Okay.
I regret more that I did
My birthday's next month.
I did not give everything. I know
big
your birthday,
gift.
October 17th.
Yeah, good. When's your birthday?
September 28th.
Oh, it's coming up, but we don't worry about you right now. So
you don't want to worry about me?
No, we're not. Worry about my birthday, and you finish your statement.
So I'm just saying, it's like there's regret. That's the worst feeling is regret, and the worst thing is actually when I did not give everything. I have regrets of giving everything, but the worst one actually is when I did not give everything. And it was really awakening for me. And I said, oh my God, I wish I should have done that, this and that.
Do you have any regrets?
Well, my last relationship, my own
just
regret.
In general, just a big regret.
I don't think I have regrets because I pretty much think about decisions I make. So, no. And I pretty much do everything I want to do.
I don't have any. The one regret that I do have, and I tell my friends this all the time, the reason why I was so vile and wrong in my youthful age because there wasn't a man in my household. So I learned, I'm being kind of honest, I learned how to become a man by watching my favorite TV shows. And my favorite TV shows had to deal with doing the basketball and guys running around town, whether it was Juice. I mean, I'm being a random movie, but I'm being really sincere. Right. Like Juice, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, Jungle Fever. These are movies that actually taught me how to be a man. And many of those movies, men were womanizers. You get what I'm saying? So I thought being a womanizer is what being a man really is about. And then here's the catch. Here's the premise of me growing into manhood. There's a ding, ding, ding moment, a aha moment. Oprah calls it an aha moment, but there's a moment in a man's life where God is saying, motherfucker, get up and be a man. You get what I'm saying? True. And when I saw Andrea, that voice said, get up, motherfucker, and be a man, right? And so at the end of the day, I said, you know what? I'm going to be a man because if we hop over this fence together, that grass is going to be greener. And I know without it, and years later, the grass is greener, you know? And the only way it gets greener, here's the catch, is if you water it. So every day in a relationship, you have to water
takes work.
It takes work.
But we are
100%.
talking about here love, okay? You don't give everything to every relationship. I'm just saying, we're saying love. I think I'm going to get hit a lot of times.
Yeah, the key word is love. But even in the like is practice. Like I tell you all the time, and you alluded to this earlier, how to treat a man. It's practice for you because you know the funny thing is from a distance, no one can tell who's the fool. So, for example, if the love of your life is 30 feet away and a little Fred Hawthorne walks up to you and you don't like Fred Hawthorne and the love of your life is 30 feet away, look how she was disrespectful to that man. You get what I'm saying? So it's not fair. So at the end of the day, you have to, even in like, it's a practice from love. It's your quiz. Right. It's your quiz. The final is coming when he comes and says, I love you. The final is coming. You know, it's a long semester. It's a long year. But when you get to your final date, hey, you're going to be prepared, fully prepared. We got a minute left. So this show was...
Oh, no, I want to say this because you always have to think about when you step out of the door, you're going to meet your destiny. Always put that in your mind.
Ladies, all I can tell you is that if you're looking for love, you definitely will find it.
He's there? He's out there somewhere?
He will be there. But you got to be willing to give and receive.
Okay, give and receive, right? So...
Well, I love all you.
Okay. All right, so... Give us the links where they can go find us.
Dirty Truth Radio Show, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And, of course, it's in the Rant Radio
So just go to Rant Radio, go to shows, click Dirty Truth, and they'll send us to all our social media websites. And where can they find you?
Amanda Morgan on Facebook and also on Twitter.
We should have put pictures of you.
Yes.
That would have been And
Instagram, it is A for Real 34.
A for Real, why 34?
I'm 34 and Amanda is always for real.
Oh, okay. I thought 34 was for like Charles Barkley or something like that. No. Okay. Anyway, so we'll be back next week. Do we have a topic for next week?
No, not yet.
No topic yet, so we'll do another contest. Okay, so anyway, Dirty Truth Radio, Amanda, Roselle, Fred Hawthorne, we thank you for tuning in. Don't be afraid to give love everything. Throw them callous hearts away and make sure, audience, we give love everything.
Give love everything.
You'll be better. And water that grass. And I won the twerking contest.
Spoil him.
Spoil him?
Yes.
Yes.
And we're done. Good night.
Bye.
All right.